everybody to the South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update for week number 22. Was that you and Namblings last week? Yeah, it was. It was one of my alt accounts. How's everybody doing today? Week number 22 of year 2, which could also be, I guess like, what, 74 or something? I appreciate you guys being here. C-Money, Bacon Blitz, News It, Dobbs, Rusty Horror, good to see you, buddy. Cloud Cucker, Cam Jam, Hey Turkey Smasher, and of course Capium. Welcome back, everybody, and good to have you. Albus is roaming around. Oh, now he's on his chair sleeping. So we probably won't have a Bubby visitor tonight. But we're gonna get right into it this week. Pretty exciting week this week. Had a real tight matchup. At one point, we were ahead of Dire Tide by 1 point. And we end up pulling out the undefeated week. We only dropped 8 points. These were our scores that week. Or these were our lowest scores. If I can fit them in here. One of those was actually one of the alt accounts I was running. But I was lucky to win. You'll see that here in a little bit. But free-to-play wins against the big three, or in the big three, I guess. Mercenaries edged out, Uncle Fuckers edged out Unmanners by 2 points. Nice. It's always great when it's real close. And Illuminati Dire Tide was only about one win plus, you know, some missed points here or there. And then they were both about 2 wins plus a missed point here or there. Because these were the only 4 we had that weren't 114. So 113, 12, 12, and 11. So no DCs this week, no shenanigans, and we're able to put together a perfect week. So that's pretty awesome. Not our highest that we've ever gotten. We've gotten 56.95. I believe Illuminati's highest is 56.94. I could be wrong there. But we were close to getting that 56.96. But unfortunately, a couple of us ran into some tough games that we were just fighting just to get 1 or 2 bars. Psychedelic, welcome back. C-Money, what's up? But yeah, Mercenaries sticking in there in 4th place. But early on, we thought Dire Tide was going to take 2nd, but one of their guys must have really potatoed. Because when they had about 10 left, they kind of screwed up, dropped down below it. And so, because of that finish, Casa Bonitas actually edges out and goes in front of Dire Tide. By quite a bit, actually. I'm not sure if Casa got 1st. They might have gotten 2nd. But either way, when you get 3rd place, you don't get any crowns at all. You just get the 50-some from... 50-some from the points that you get. So if Casa even got 2nd, then they would have added, you know, 25 points to him or whatever. So I think they might have gotten 1st, actually. I'm not sure. Do some people ever go for draws so they can get 3 bars for the next game? I have heard of that a few times. TMI with 31, right? I've heard of that a few times. I think somebody in our team one time drew somebody in order to get, because they were only gonna get 1 bar from this guy, and so they let him take 1 bar and then drew it out. I don't know, that was like one time, and I can't remember what the reasoning was. I think it was just he was trying to get the 114 for no real reason. Must be rough with those levels. You'd be surprised, Cloud Chucker. We've seen their upgrades before, and for 31 people, they get pretty good decks built. Sometimes they have to dead more cards. Sometimes, you know, obviously they're gonna get like Epics 4s instead of all Epics 5s or something, but that's all you need to win in Team Wars sometimes, depending on the decks. But let's get into the games from last week. We got a few bore fests, but a few good ones as well. And I have them set up to just play right through now. I gotta give it a couple seconds to pull up. 1, 2, 3 to the 4. There we go. Twitch.tv/Glanzer. Thought TMI tried to game the system by having lower people. Yeah, that's kind of their idea. Now, whether that's like super intentional or just kind of like they lack incentive to get more people on their team. I mean, just like Namblues, we're better off with 30 bangers than 50 people and 20 of them sucking. 31, yeah, 31's low. I'm sure some of them were out. I think they run around 35, 30 something, 38 sometimes. Which Randy do I play? Decided on the 6th element. Some people fought against the double Randys, but I was actually going through old BHK or Buckethead versus videos that I have stored to post later, and that would have been an alright poison there. I had a couple games where I was running double Randy and ladder. It's really not that difficult. It's no different than like sitting on cock magic and you just play 4-carded. It's easy to play 4-carded when you have a pretty cheap deck. You'll get 3-3-3. Every once in a while you'll sit on 4-4-4-4-4 or 4-4-4-4-5 or something like that. Now that actually kills the Timmy, is the biggest reason I did that there. This Timmy level 5 dies to the poison. I don't think we shielded that. Can't tell. Mysterion though survives. Quick and easy work here. We're part of the suck crew on Namblus. Well, there's not like 20 of you is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna make love to you.
Appium's hosting. Oh, you know, I guess it doesn't. It just doesn't start playing the next one. I have to... Maybe if I'm the one to click next, it'll work. We'll try that next time. Number 2. His rank is actually 75-98. I don't know why it's not... I don't know why it's pulled over so much. Let me see if I can change that. There we go. You guys can see the rank a little bit. So leading with the general disarray like that, not very smart when Shield Maiden's right there. Nobody's attacking Shield Maiden. The Cocks take the hits from the Mysterion, which is nice. That's what she said. General disarray would have been good right there, honestly, but I was going to take the bar regardless, so he would have just gotten blown up. Now we play general disarray, even though 127 would have gotten taken from the Randy. So, was a bad JD there. Now I should have used it, and then we could have rocked shit. But the Mysterion comes through. Doesn't get a hit there, surprisingly. Timmy's not going to be able to stop the Shield Maiden. Nope, we get on a new kid, and Shield Maiden finishes it up. Making it easy. Alright, what if I click the next button? Nope, then it glitches. We have to separately do it every time. What's up, Cypher Bay? Manbear Pig? Manbear Crunch. Mintberry Crunch. We call him Manbear Crunch. Mintberry Crunch is getting buffed a little bit. We'll talk about that when we go through the update later on. What's up, Rabbiticus? The only card I had leveled this week was Santa. Yeah, that was a tough week. I think I only won 2 wins on my Adventure Lock too, so it was tough this week. I caught some bad games. Black Spidey, what's up, man? Get the poison on those guys. It does kill, even with the boost. Just a bad deck overall. Mintberry Crunch this week just wasn't the option. Double Randy isn't a big deal. And now we just get all the cocks. Get all the cocks. Cocks and rats. Go, go, go. I guess I didn't. Wait, go back. Reset. Did Randy not get... Oh, those cocks died fast. That's what happened. I was like, what happened to those first 2 cocks? But they just died really fast. And that's probably the game. I should have played the level 2. There you go. There you go, you BMing motherfucker. There's the Glanzer I know and know and love. It's unknown. Need 100 copies for level 6. Nice. So easy week on the main this week. Let's check out Namblos. See how Insane Titty Monkeys fared with some less than stellar deck levels. Level 2 Coop. Level 2 Leanne. Ooh, 2 versus 2. This might be nice. He is ranked 4887, so a little bit unfair here. But the City Walk guy, I don't know how much damage level 5 poison does. We got 270. We're gonna find out. Does it kill him? I dropped the swarm on the Leanne. I can't tell. Is it gonna kill him? It does kill him, which is nice. Now we get those level 7 cocks. Oh no, this isn't. The Adventure Lock would have had level 7 cock. Playing everybody on the wings. Now watch this. This pays off. This pays dividends because he tries to poison all of them. And he misses. He only hits fucking amazingly Randy, which is hilarious. His BHK. Big threat when he's level 4. Especially with 2 cocks coming. That's +4. That's +8. +8. 16. That's a lot of extra damage out there. Dropping the Shield Maiden. Hopefully Saint Phoenix just understands that it's over. Could have shielded it, but didn't feel like it. Put the Cyborg out. Well played. Not recently known. Heisenberg to what? Heisenberg to REU Rev to Rev. Heisenberg to Rev. I don't know what that means. Yeah, exactly. Thrown out like that. I mean, it's not terrible play. Timmy, all right, he's playing pretty well so far. Our Randy is kind of caught out. Make sure Santa gets up front so we don't get screwed from the back. That's what she said. Gonna put BHK out because you can get the heals from the rats like that, +87. Keep him alive a little longer. And he'll get the hits on him. Nice. Now explain this to me. Explain this to me. General Disarray is able to hit Santa while he's in the air because he's his target. Look at this. General Disarray is able to hit Santa while he's in the air. Clip that and send it to Buck. Explain that one to me. Holding on to the shield as long as I can. Get the shield back. Drop him up. Perfect. Ooh, the Leanne. Can we get the coop out? Try to steal some of the, I think at level 3 it's 4 of them. I don't know if we'll have enough cocks out. We might not. No, everybody gets turned, unfortunately. It even gets the BHK. But those cocks should be difficult to deal with, especially when we pull away the defender. The poison comes out just like LaForest thought it would happen, but like I told him, the game was already won! What up, Haze Demon? General Disarray OP confirmed. Dude, he's a good card. Even if it's just level 3, he can get some work in. Knock that bitch up. Ooh, didn't happen. Could just poison the Cyborg, but I honestly don't feel like there's a threat. See, that was bullshit. Look at me. I didn't know he had no health. I would have just let New Kid kill him. Fucking visual bug piece of shit. But drone killing it. Level 4 drone, and then our Cyborg comes out with the robot taking some of the damage. The rat's coming and trying, but it's not enough. Moody able to protect himself. Now we got the third one, Dutch LaRud. Pack block. Yeah, it was definitely not me. Definitely not me. Alright, Amazingly Randy probably. Yep, make sure he hits Mysterion though. Yep, well played. Done on Santa, doesn't really matter. Probably Alien Drone would have been better up on Timmy. Threaten him a little bit. We're gonna do this instead. We avoid the poison on the BHK with that unorthodox play. Now BHK is out in the open, but the beauty of it is he's got nothing to stop him. Now we play a little aggressively with the Coop about midway down the field. The BHK heals the Coop that had taken some damage. The lava comes out and that's not enough to stop the Coops. Well played. We still got the Coop coming. We got Timmy coming out, Alien Drone. This one is just in the books already. Moody asserting the dominance of the 3,000 elo difference down in Silver League. Please, God, give us more leagues. Working on level 5 general right now. Nice. It's a good choice. He's a damn good card. And I'm sure they'll probably affect his attack. He'll probably have less attack. Maybe he'll be a little slower eventually. But it'll be a while now. And Timmy is so good, man. That's why I'm thinking we should run Dr. Timmy this week, because you lift people up, the defense, like you just keep pushing to new kid. Eventually Maxi gets onto new kid, and then there's like nothing you can do, you know? All right, the adventure lock coming out. Almost hit 8.5 for the first time. Got to 84.30 thanks to free to play. Nice. Working on level 5, the poison. Yeah, poison's sick. Big sci-fi event with shit, man. Ice Sniper Wendy needs a buff. Yeah, exactly. Her charge is so slow. Even the first charge is so fucking slow, man. So slow. Not looking forward to gold this coming week, right? It's tough, man. It's tough shit. But it makes it fun too, you know? You can try to catch a win. I don't know, what did I just... Oops, I was missing it. Wasn't watching. 58-61. Oops. I'm just making fun of this guy. Because I'm 81-21. Look at this. He sees my number and he quits. He left. He saw my rank and he just quit. Which is really a mistake on his part. Because... I mean, I got base level cards except for Santa and Rats, pretty much. These levels couldn't hang with yours, that's funny. LTO Samorson. Sorry, buddy. Bad matchup there. So that's the type of lucky matchups you can get and still pull off wins. And this, look at this, 2024. This is the type of shit the adventure lock needs. This poor guy, look at this. And it'll still be a struggle for me. Jump to gold and done fine, but that's the extent. Yeah, exactly. If it's mostly an adventure deck, you can do alright. Well, we are in silver still, so. There just needs to be like silver 1 and silver 2 and silver 3, silver 4, silver 5. Like, break it into more distinct tiers for the bracket. Just for the bracketing. Don't do it for rewards. Don't change anything. Just for the bracketing. And then that would keep people who are on teams like this guy out of silver. And then you wouldn't match up with people like this. Will up Lolozy. Oh, nice. JD. BD coming in the back. One hit. Oh, the lava gets brutalized, though. Oh, no. We got Timmy versus Timmy. Can Santa be stopped, though? The Mintberry Crunch. Use it to protect. I shouldn't have used it. I should have just kept hitting them, but we're trying to kill everybody for funsies. Got an easy win there as well. Luckily. Luckily, we needed that one. Got to lead with Mysterion, which is nice. Defend with the Randy. Didn't want the Rats to get a couple of hits on New Kid, but one of them does hit, so it's not too bad because that keeps the health on Randy, so not terrible. Gotta defend smart here. It's a nice little defense there. Randy's a little bit out of pocket. Let's see what we can do here. Leanne coming out. Only 2 though. Let's see what happens here. The Rats should kill pretty quickly. Oh, and the Mysterion gets stopped by the Timmy and prevents the Leanne from potentially killing the Mysterion and taking Mysterion out of the bag. So this guy makes a huge mistake. And here I'm protecting my Timmy because Timmy's one of my money makers this week. We're gonna see what we can do here. Drop the lava behind. Well played there. See if we can get him. No, unfortunately, Shield Maiden wasn't attacking somebody yet, and Dougie gets fucked, but the slow helped us out. But Randy, unfortunately, is not on the slow. We get the poison out, though. That play right there probably lost him the game. As soon as you can get the poison on that BHK and more value somewhere else, it's a lot to come back from. Now we got the poison there, or the lava there to actually help us out if we need it. A little bit of cock action on the side. just like Pegs likes it, and we get the Awesemo down with that Mysterion, who wasn't getting hit at all. Beautiful. Imagine if that Leanne had killed the Mysterion, you potato, and that was a bad play into that, but unfortunately, this guy has to kill the rats before he walks towards us, so he doesn't get too big. Then he uses that, which, I mean, I guess that's fine, but he could have maybe killed Mysterion if he wouldn't have used that, and then Mysterion wouldn't have been a problem heading this way. But he still would have had the level 3 6th element coming at him. Hopefully he's given up here. The rats are gonna help it out, and we BM with the BHK level 2. We're fucking assholes. Rip. Rip. Alright, La Buckets number 2. Esports. I mean, the 6th element into the Cyborg wasn't the worst case, though. Like, he's so slow, right? It's worse if it happens on, like, a fucking hanky or some shit. Dr. Timothy does not die to the poison at level 5, so that's not an option. He needs to take a little... Or wait, does he? I can't remember. Was it 375 or 475? If he takes a little hits, he can get killed. I think Catapult level 5 dies, but not Timmy. Or not Dr. Timothy. Catapult... Got all the little homies out now. Get the rats out there, they're all gonna get frozen. Get the Shield Maiden, that's a good poison there finally. Get a couple of the rats out. Use that on the Dougie. Get a little help. Clear out from the Randy. Oh, Randy getting hit by the Timmy. Timmy getting cleared out though because of that poison damage. Ooh. We got 2 of my range out though. Hopefully Timmy gets past the lava. No, Timmy attacking that one pigeon. Not moving past the lava. Don't use your ability. Get out of there, Timmy. Get out. All right, Timmy's clear. I could probably use my ability, but I was just kind of... I wanted to push forward instead of using the ability. And there I was just wanting the damage on Toolshed. Now we got a little bit of a push here. Good shit. JD coming. Why did I say JD? GD coming. Nope, not a good one. Mysterion. Interesting play at 1 minute, but behind the Shield Maiden, it should do just fine. The level 2 6th element, honestly, not even worth the 5 energy, my friend. If that didn't cost you the game, it was all the plays before it, but that one definitely didn't help. Get the pressure with those level 5 cocks with the Shield Maiden that will not die. And finishing up, confirming that 3-bar victory. Now for the main event, Eponsianap. 8372 on Tidal Wave. Probably one of the 10 people that hadn't run yet that could potentially beat me. That was a mistake there. I should have led with my Mysterion too, but you know, mistakes are made. Historically inaccurate. What's up, Magic Mike? What's up? Oh yeah, Timmy from Transmog was fucking sick, wasn't it? That's up. What's up, bud? All right, we got a nice push building here. We're gonna see what we can do with the General Disarray in the back. Nobody's hitting him. He gets 1 hit on the Randy, which is nice. But he slow played it the whole way. Randy's gonna die, and the level 5 Catapult dies from the poison too. Now hopefully we can kill the Mysterion. We do with that drone helping out. Nothing's attacking the drone yet. Those cocks keep taking the hits. Oh, but now the new kid attacks the drone. Gets a little damage out, but we're able to do a lot of damage to the Santa. The rats coming out should be able to clear, but hopefully Catapult can protect. We got the space, or the, I always call her Space Warrior. We got the Shield Maiden to defend, who gets her shield before the hit. Nice. Prevents any work from the Mysterion. Hopefully we can prevent him from getting too much value from the Santa. Getting those rats out. Get the shield. Nice. Beautiful. See if we can kill a couple more rats, Shield Maiden. I should have used that right there and maybe protected Shield Maiden for a little bit longer, but you know, it happens. So the Leanne here, I potato into this. I think the rats are gonna kill the Leanne, but the poison comes out on him and prevents that from happening, which I really wasn't expecting. And right there, the only other play I had was to play General Disarray, and it might have worked, but really we had to deal with everything there. So I think it wasn't terrible. It wasn't the worst thing that I could have done, but it ends up working out okay. We get the defense. Now we're on defense. I wouldn't play it. I wouldn't do it. Ooh, ballsy. Ballsy here. Going through. The GD gets another hit. Ooh, almost got 2 hits off on him. But now the poison, just like last time, the poison will kill both of those in the back there. Get this Shield Maiden onto the Mysterion to protect. Beautiful. Now we got the Coop coming. Poison coming out on the 2 Cocks. Great. Oh, but he puts BHK out immediately, and then the Coop. Great play there, great counterplay. We're in trouble now. We gotta put Randy out to try to get as much damage and bodies out there as possible. The Cocks slowing people down are gonna be the key here. The Monkey comes out of nowhere, trying to sneak some damage on the side, but unfortunately his team didn't think very smart and didn't upgrade the 4-ass Monkey. And level 3 plus 18 is not enough to take the bar, and the Buckets comes through unscathed. Beautiful week to ensure that free-to-play goes 150-0 this week. No losses, except, and there's the 112 that you see. One of those 112s was me because those 2 missed bars there. But that caps off the perfect week. Only dropped 8 points, 56-92, beating Illuminati and Dire Tide by about 2 wins. 2 to 3 to 4 wins. Beautiful. Beautiful week. Now let's roll into next week and look at the deck choices that we'll be looking at going forward. This week we got Superhero plus Mystic, which is a combination that honestly isn't really used that much. When you're running superheroes, you're typically gonna run fantasy with them as the off theme, or something like adventure for just the hella removal. But Mystic, I mean, you can do Mystic and do like the Ninja, like Ninja on Mintberry Crunch can get pretty fucking sick, but yeah, you don't really see the Mystic with superheroes too much. So this will be an interesting combo. Not a whole lot of people will be used to it. And 25% of the point loss. I mean, you're not wrong. All right, so first off, Choir Boy versus Rats. Let me take a glance. Let me take a gander at everything else. Okay, so first glance, the Rats are susceptible to the Terrence Mephisto. They decided to do Terrence Mephisto. Also slightly vulnerable to the lava. But other than that, and the super fart, I guess, as well. So, I would say that maybe Rats aren't the best choice this week. Obviously, for Nam Blues, we don't really have a choice. Choir Boy, I think, could get a lot of good value this week. This week is going to be all about protecting your tanks. Can you protect your Maxi as well as possible? And when you have the 2-cost Choir Boy that can go alongside Maxi next to your new kid and just start beating up whoever's in front of him, that's going to be really important. The extra energy doesn't really matter for him, but the epic levels is really going to be beneficial, especially this week when the only legend slot is Mysterion or Hanky, where if people go Mysterion, they're not going to a whole lot of caps in there, maybe level 3, maybe level 4, and Hanky would be maybe 4 or 5 depending on the team. So there's not a whole lot of caps for legends this week, so you're going to be able to really dump caps into the epics. So having a Choir Boy level 5 or maybe even level 6 this week wouldn't be unheard of. In comparison to the Rats, where all those caps are just going to get eaten up by the Super Fart, by potentially the Terrence Mephisto, or Cupid deals with them pretty well as well. So I think Rats might not be the choice this week. And then I think in this case, the Super Fart versus the Regen. Because Hallelujah is an option and Lava might not be great this week, I think you'd probably want to run the Super Fart, because then you'd want to run the Hallelujah. You wouldn't want to run Hallelujah and Regen. It's just, they would just sit in your hand too much. But Super Fart, very useful this week, can kill the Rats, can stop the Duggies. can put a wrench in like the Hanky or the Mysterion. Could also just do the final damage to kill, you know, maybe the Kite that's almost dead, or like the Cupid that's almost dead, because those two are going to be hard to kill when, you know, if you're running with Pope, if you're running Terrence Mephisto, you don't really, and if you're running Kite, you don't really have any great options to defend against the Cupid. So the Cupid could sneak by and get through and take your bar very, very quickly. Very quickly. But I think the Super Fart's going to be good to defend against that and deal with the Riff Raff along the way. Coon versus Maxi. I think you guys know what I'm about to say. Coon fucking sucks. And without even the mosquito or the cheap diabetes in there, which you can get from McDonald's for $9.99, why would you run Coon? So absolutely Maxi. If you see a Coon, congratulations, you just won that matchup. Kite versus Jesus. Kite's going to be your answer here. Jesus doesn't really have any redeeming qualities anymore, and that's funny to say. And Kite is just fucking brutal with that shield, especially when there's absolutely no removal this week, and the only thing that can hit Kite is the other Kite, the Cupid / Terrence, or the Pope / whatever the fuck his name is, Professor Timmy, whose ability can't even hit him because he's flying. I mean, that's going to be pretty brutal. So the Kite shield is really what's going to define the games. And this is going to cause, like, the Kite shield is going to, and no removal is going to cause a lot of people who normally don't lose games to lose to some fucking nobody because they get a good Kite push and they didn't have anything to defend it on. So it's going to be great. Yeah, take Coon to 6. Fucking hell. This slot, I think Cupid's your man. Even though the rats might be there, Terrence being an option kind of makes the rats not an option, so then you don't even have to pick Terrence, because people will not pick rats because they're worried about the Terrence. But either or, they both deal with rats. Cupid can deal with rats at New Kid probably just fine if you do him halfway, and then he's a threat towards New Kid. Cupid, you know, leading Cupid, you might force that. The only real good play would maybe be Professor Timmy, but even then, Cupid can get 2 shots off before Professor Timmy does, and if you got a Cupid max level 6, that's pretty much the whole bar on that level 14 New Kid. Now, if they're running Pope and Kite, then you might have just forced him to either play his Kite or his, you know, Terrence Mephisto or something on a Cupid at the beginning to even have a chance of stopping him. And I don't even think they'll stop him either. So the only other option to stop the Cupid at the beginning there is another Cupid. So you kind of have to run Cupid to prevent yourself from getting fucking rocked by a Cupid, because don't sleep on that motherfucker's damage, man. 3 cost little flying assassin. He does work if he's not dealt with. And there's no poison. There's no nothing. There's no fireball. There ain't nothing. That motherfucker could stick on the field the whole time, and he survives the hell out of New Kid Blast and just keeps coming because he's got fat little Cartman body health. Towley versus Toolshed is probably one of the choices where either or would probably be fine. I don't really see the benefit of the Toolshed is the potential to remove the lava, but I don't think we'll see a lot of lavas. I think we'll see a lot of Hallelujah super farts on a lot of teams. Toolshed, very good though in 1v1s, does kind of counter the Towley with the extra damage from the ability. Can stop the push at New Kid, but something like Tupperware kind of fucks on him. So Towley is very useful in any situation. The slow with the maxi heal can be very influential in all the battle. Put that in there and, you know, slow down the maxi push, slow down, you know, even Human Kite's ability animation, slow down, make the Coon worthless. If the Coon could have 400 attack, and if the Towley was on him, I'm pretty sure Towley would win. Like, Coon is so fucking bad. So I think I would prefer Towley, but I would be just fine with the Toolshed. It might depend on your team. You know, some teams might have Towley leveled up higher than Toolshed, some might be the other way, so kind of just a decision. And with the Hanky out there, if you go Hanky, the Toolshed dropping trap after trap might be kind of nice underneath the Kite, who also got hankied. Might be pretty good. Timmy with Pope Timothy versus Timmy. This one's interesting. With no removal, you'd think, you know, Pope maxing, it's like an instant win. But at the same time, you don't really have removal to assist your maxi push either. So, you know, they just put their maxi in front of our maxi. There's no ninju to really push the issue. You know, maybe a good kite heal or something, but it's very possible to get countered even after the Pope. So it's possible that Timothy is better just simply because 2 less cost, another thing to deal with the range cards that are going to be a problem in the deck, and that ability can be really disrupting. It might be better to secure that first push than to hope for a second one, you know? So I'd be interested. Toolshed traps could help take down the Pope maxi too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you get, like, if you have maxi, you put your maxi out, you put Toolshed out, then you put Hanky out, your Toolshed's gonna just burn through it. Then you put Hanky in a position where he's gonna head towards their new kid. So they have to, you know, they have to defend instead of supporting their push. And then maxi will just get eaten up. Just not what's up, man. Yeah, I think that's a close one. I think, in my opinion, I think I wouldn't want to run Pope. I hate using Pope on weeks where there's only one target. Most weeks there's at least 2 or 3 targets, you know, whether it's Manbear Pig or Sexy Nun Randy, whether it's Medusa or Maxi, you know, something like that. But this week, there's no fucking option other than Maxi, which kind of locks you into kind of a potential shitty cycle. So I think Dr. Timothy might be the better choice. Medusa versus Hanky, I'm not really sure. Or not Medusa, Mysterion. Hey, Bobo. You little boy. Mysterion, there's no removal, so Mysterion could go forever, but at the same time, a Hankied Kite could win more games than anything. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's so cute. Hey, Bubba. Are you ready to nap? Are you napping? He's a cutie. I personally prefer the Hanky. Hanky with Timmy, Hanky with Kite, Hanky with Toolshed, Hanky with even Poseidon. I think there's a lot of use there. And the Hanky level 5 just fucks shit up if you want to talk about how you're going to deal with the Pote Maxi. Hanky deals with them in what, 5 fucking hits? So I'd want Hanky. I'd want Hanky cycled. This is a pretty cheap deck if you go Professor Timmy. If you go Dr. Timmy, it's a pretty fucking cheap deck with the exception of Maxi. So I think you do cheap as fuck plus the kite, and dude, if you have Dr. Timmy protecting the kite push, so if anything gets out of hand, you Dr. Timmy him away from your Dr. Timmy. Or maybe you Dr. Timmy the range card that's attacking the kite that might stop kite from shielding one more time. I think I'm selling myself on the Dr. Timmy here. And definitely the Hanky. When we only have one legend, we want to pick the legend that most of our team is going to have at like level 5. And not like most people are gimped at 2 or 3 Mysterion, so we wouldn't even be able to benefit from that slot. Hanky all the way. Poseidon versus Tupperware. I like the Tupperware because it kind of counters a bunch of stuff. Counters the Toolshed, counters the lava, counters the super fart. But it also can't be shielded by your kite, which is a big deal. And I think the slow from the Poseidon plus the shield from the kite is going to be fucking brutal. So Poseidon with his recent buff makes him a little bit better than he was previously. So I think in this case, you're going to want to go with Poseidon. Most people have him level 6 because nobody's donated the motherfucker ever anyway. Friar versus Fast Pass. Interesting choice here. Friar kind of sucks. Fast Pass kind of sucks. Fast Pass does have that incredible ability to chip New Kid real quick. If you put him right on the midline. Hanky's faster. Yeah, Hanky's much faster. As far as like damage to something, yeah. Friar with the little heal, you know, could potentially trigger Maxi's heal again. I guess, you know, he's a nice little unit to have there. The Friar heal on top of the, you know, Friar could be healing the kite a little bit, you know, and keep the kite alive a little bit longer. So does the slow effect stack? No, it wouldn't. So you'd probably want to play them opposite. But if you play them opposite, you could have their whole team slowed the whole time. But yeah, obviously if you go the Toolshed, you don't want to go Poseidon, so you'll want to go Tupperware, obviously. You don't want to do double. Double stands isn't a great option. Double Randy, not a big deal. Double stand, not always the greatest. But yeah, I like the fast pass, but I think Friar could be useful. Friar could heal, I think, 30 damage in the scope of a kite shield, and that 30 damage is like, what, 4 new kid shots at level 14? So pretty good. Friar Pop, what's up, buddy? Someone say Friar. And then Prophet versus General Disarray. You saw how my level 3 General Disarray was doing work. Yeah, you'd only want to run double stand if the alternative was like fucking just absolutely terrible. Like if it was Poseidon and Friar versus Toolshed and Fast Pass, maybe the double stand would be the right choice. But yeah, I think the General Disarray here might be good, but you could also stack on that Prophet with the shield from the kite. You hit them, they can't play anything to defend, they can't get the energy to play the super fart. I mean, unlikely. I think the General Disarray is going to be better because it has more use cases, right? You know that he's so cute. You know that the super fart could be coming, so at any point in time playing the Dougie, the Prophet Dougie could be a problem unless you already saw the super fart from something else. But then at the same time, they could drop Rats, they could drop Choir Boy, they could drop Hanky, all of these cards that one-shot the Dougie, right? So what you'd want to do probably is run the General Disarray, because at worst case, worst case, thanks Friar Pop. Worst case, the Lava still comes out, even if General Disarray dies. Lava could be impactful. Or, you know, like you just play them behind your new kid and hit something mid, so you don't even have to worry about the super fart affecting it at all. And then you get the Lava mid to help out, defend, and push and stuff. So I think General Disarray might be better this week. Hey, Bubba, you won't come into my lap? Oh, he doesn't want to lay on the chair anymore. But I think he is such a cutie. I think the General Disarray is for sure the choice this week. He's good. He's just too good. And then on this one, Lava versus the Hallelujah. If you're gonna pick Super Fart, you probably want to go Hallelujah. If you could potentially trigger the double heal on the Maxi with the kite, that's probably game over. With the Hallelujah, that's probably game over. That's really tough to deal with. The Lava is useful, you know, put it against Maxi and Maxi becomes real slow, but it's not going to slow his heal. It would slow his animation on the Enrage though. So if you have Lava out and you have a Hanky on the Maxi and Maxi starts his what's it called, Enrage animation, the Hanky will have that motherfucker dead before he can even attack again. So I mean, it can work. Fire Pop, nice, buddy. You got that 15k. Let's get you a loot box 1000, buddy. But yeah, this week is pretty straightforward. There's a couple choices that'll be, you know, kind of depending on the team, I think. This one. I think Hanky's the choice here, but you'll see some Mysterions trying to take advantage of the fact that there's no removal whatsoever. You'll see a lot of Popes, so you'll want to be able to be conscious of that. If you can, try to kill Maxi, you know, right with something else, so you have the potential of something could happen. You could scrape up to 50 bucks. But yeah, I think most of the other choices, you might see some Coons in lower ranks, but that would be a big mistake. Some people think Coon Kite might be pretty good, but I don't think so. I don't really think so. All right, let's look forward to week 22. I guess this would be week 23. No, wait, this is week 22. Last week was week 21, right? Yeah. The Pope and Maxi, good GD target. Yeah. What am I giving away? The giveaway is for 350 in-game cash for South Park Phone Destroyer, as well as 3 epics of your choice. And you also get 2,000 coins and 3,000 PvP tickets. courtesy of Red Lynx and our little baby boy Bubby. Are you mad I picked you up? Does he look mad? He's so asleep. You managed to unholy combust a Manberry Pope Timmy combo twice in one match? Nice, dude. After it happens the first time, you think that they would try to, like... You think they would try to... You know... Oh, he's just so sleepy. Look at him. Look at his little sleepy butt. Little sleepy butt. He's a little sleepy boy. Oh, he's so sleepy. What was I saying? Oh yeah, put out a decoy, right? Yeah, exactly. Put out any other card other than Pope. But it's sometimes, you know, you don't have the energy and, you know, you just have the 6. If you don't put it out, you know, Manbear Pig's gonna die or whatever. Or Manbear Pig, or whatever you put out would die before you get the energy for the 6, you know? Bryson, what's up, buddy? Elvis getting a nap, so he's nice and rested for tearing ass at 3. No shit, dude. He's been pretty good about that recently, and luckily, if he's tearing ass around the house, now we don't necessarily hear it. Holy fucking shit, Fryer. I've never even seen that bit emotion before. Holy goddamn, 5,000? Jesus! Let's drop some loot boxes in chat for you, buddy. I'll have to do something else as well to compensate you a little bit more than that, because that is a fucking lot, my friend. Thank you so much. Let's get Albus Hype in here. Albus Hype, look how excited he is. He's so excited. He's so happy. He's like, Fire Pop biddies, let me lick myself real quick. Let me prepare for the camera. I'm ready for my scene, Bubby. Hey, Bubba. Did Fire Pop just gift us a bunch of biddies, huh? Oh, he's not waking up for you, Fire Pop, sorry. Let Dobbs hang on to that number 1 a bit longer. That's cute. Is it showing right now? What's the points right now? Fire Pop has 360 away from Dobbs. Goddamn, that's crazy. Just you wait till I'm employed again. How you been, Glanzer? I've been doing great. How are you doing? Bubby, don't bite me. Don't bite me. All right, we gotta leave him alone. He's like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to sleep. Okay, I get it. I get it. Dobbs, which another 30. He's coming for it. He's got that 2050. He wanted an even number. I'm gonna give Dobbs a premium loot box for that 2,500. I'm pretty close behind there too. Yeah, Cap has what? 300? 200? All right, let's look at the dev update for this week. But first off, we actually have something else. The Goth costume contest winners. You didn't know there was a costume last week for Goth Day? We got the first runner-up, General Disarray, with this blend of Goth disinterest and nerd chic. Next is Saturnine. Fryer Pop with another 400, because being goth can also mean a cozy night in your best onesie, relaxing as you listen to The Cure. Nice. Our final runner-up is Babsy. Goth kids can have anxiety too, you know. LOL, that's pretty funny. In third place, we have King J Gamer 101. They've chosen a truly iconic goth accessory. For their look, you can never go wrong with skulls. Pretty nice, I like it. Second place, we have A Little Bit Integrity. An eye roll always pairs well with black eye makeup. I can feel this new kid's disdain for our contest, and I love it. Look at that little beard. In first place, we have Make SPPD Great Again. This is gothic high fashion at its best. Easy found in the fanciest of shops and or your local Hot Topic. Were you expecting a goth to wear bunny ears? No, of course you weren't. A true nonconformist. Card choices for their reward packs. I think they got epics or something. I can't remember. But pretty interesting. Pretty cool of them to do little side things like that. I wish they would do more stuff like that. There's a lot of fun you can have with, you know, community art and stuff like that. There you go, Dobbs. Dobbs is getting one biddy in there. 2051. You guys are hilarious. All right. So this week, got some excitement coming, some really unexpected excitement, honestly. We got Kyle's birthday, so we got a lot of stuff about Kyle. We got Human Kite Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you're trying to finish off a level before Team Wars this weekend, you might have a chance there. There is a current token collection event going on right now. So if you need some Mystic events, jump in there. This one will be fun. All the Kyle cards are on the list. Hopefully it's not a whole lot of points because, you know, you can't obviously have too many Kyles in your deck. Pretty much 2 is the most you can do in one deck. So I guess you just run Human Kite and Ninja or something. I don't know. But Wednesday, we'll start the weekly challenge mode. This is an interesting one, Speed Chaser Kyle Challenge, which means all Kyle cards have increased speed and cost 1 less energy. So that's going to be pretty cool. When you get Kyle the Drow Elves out for 3. But the problem is Kyle the Drow Elves with a speed boost, you don't really want that. Master Ninja with a speed boost, pretty good. Human Kite with a speed boost, you don't really want that. BHK with a speed boost, absolutely. Gunslinger with a speed boost, maybe not, you know? So I don't know if that's even the best. You might not even see any fucking Kyles in any deck. On Thursday, we'll have the Sexy and Randy mission event, which is nice. I like those mission events, very really easy to complete. Wrapping on the weekly events, on Saturday, we'll have Hermes Kenny card usage, all right? So we got Saturday, Sunday for the event this time, and then Thursday, Friday. So they're going back to that 2-day split there. Hermes, Medusa, Cartman, Stan, Wendy, Nun, Thunderbird's nice. Be able to play that 6. And then General Disarray. We'll play probably a adventure superhero with level 7 General Disarray and level 6 Thunderbird. I think that might be pretty fun. All right, now some balance changes. They kind of threw this in out of nowhere. On Tuesday, June 2nd, there will be another Legendary Season Reset, as we all know. But this time we're changing 3 cards. Midberry Crunch is removing the temporary health boost. This will now be a permanent boost until the boosted unit dies. Now imagine dropping that on Gizmo in the corner, and Gizmo has more health the whole time. Might be pretty great. We'll see what happens. Captain Diabetes increased power duration to 8 seconds, up from 5, so that's a pretty damn good increase. And increase the HP by 10% at base level from 100 to 110. So that's going to make him a little bit more playable. Maybe that'll make Kun a little bit more playable as well, because the cheap 2-cost Diabetes might actually pair well with Kun. We'll have to see. I don't think it's the savior of superheroes here, but you might see a little bit more superhero play, at least a little bit more Captain Diabetes and stuff like Team Wars and Challenge and stuff. Nelly increased HP by 10% at base level and increased attack by 25% at base level. That's pretty awesome. She might AoE some fucking cocks now at level 6. So F-Meister, you know F-Meister's fucking jacked for this update. We'll see what level... Does he have level 7 Nelly yet? We'll see how Nelly goes going forward. He might be worth it. Dr. Dragons! What's up, buddy? Welcome. Thanks for the subscription, my friend. Subscribe to tier 1s for 2 months. Fuck yeah, buddy. I said fuck it and didn't finish. It's funny. Gotta get that sizzler, though. Don't forget exclamation point Discord to join my Discord. Exclamation point SPPD for the giveaway. And exclamation point SP Discord for the South Park Discord if you want to get in touch there. Nothing about Call Girl. No buffs yet. Tuesday event be like max event cards you have in your deck 2. Points per pack needed 100. Yeah, that's what I'm hopefully it's like 16 or something. Typo Thursday sexy is spelled wrong. Cool. No word on on season reset next week. What? Where are the Mystic nerfs for this month's season reset balance update? There aren't any. Pretty clear. We need more ability to acquire City Walk guy. I love him. Also having so much fun with Manbear Pig buff, killing and or defending and all the events every day. Thanks. Please buff Inkin back a little so he can counter some of these crazy high level cards. He's supposed to be a legendary. He does fine. Inkin does fine. Please don't buff Inkin anymore. Give him more chip damage. Don't give him more damage. No more nerfs, only buffs. The cards are only getting stronger, so the other changes need to reflect that. Thanks, guys. I mean, the cards really aren't getting any stronger. I don't think there's much power creep right now, honestly. I mean, General Disarray is pretty fucking strong, just in comparison to the other Dougies. But he's also fairly easy to counter too. You know, if you just like a normal Dougie, you have some energy on hand, you can deal with the General Disarray. Now the lava coming out can be pretty impactful regardless, but we'll see him maybe go to 5 someday. We'll see. We don't need any nerfs. Other cards need buffs. That's power creep, and that's necessarily not what you want to do either. You always kind of want to tailor the ends both ways, not just one way. You want to tailor both ends. What about Manbear Pig or Toolshed nerf? Manbear Pig became so much OP. Yeah, Manbear Pig will get fixed once they figure out his attack speed bullshit. Hey Buck, any word on when Big Murph is getting released? Yeah, what's up with that? Big Murph needs to get some love, man. I need that level 5 Murph in my life. The weekend is going to be the same, sadly. I like card events, but if they are going to keep such high point requirements for the packs, it becomes an infinite grind and not worth the time. Then don't do it. The whole idea is that Buck talked about this a long time ago, where they're gonna make it like if you were, it was 100 points before. Well, now it's 100 points, and then you get the 2 copies of the epic. Consider that like that's the end of the event, and then you can get one bonus one that's 50%. Like if you get 100 points, it's 50 points to get to that last one. Like that's fucking ridiculous, but it's intended to be that way. It's intended like you get the main benefit of the event here. Once you get those 7 epics or 2 epics or whatever it is, that's the main event. And if you want to try hard your ass and get those extra 50 points, we're gonna benefit you. But you don't have to. You get the robot in single player before the last pack. That was in reason. That was the end of the event. Not the last pack. When you get the robot, that's the end of the event. The next one is extra. It's an extra part. Now, all they have to do is put that in a different little thing. You just put the 100 down here, and then up here, say extra reward, and then say 50 more points, and then it'll be clear in people's head that, oh, it's not more, it's just extra. Buck had talked about that a long time, and they finally did it. They finally did it. And that's what they did with the guaranteed legend card that one time. That last pack was fucking bonkers. It was like 100 to 150 or whatever. Like 50% to get to the last pack when you just got 6 packs that were only 100? Please add more TVT leagues. Gold League is a joke. It is a good joke, absolutely. Why would Toolshed need a nerf? He's pretty strong. But right now I think he's only strong because his ability hits twice sometimes, and that can make him seem stronger than he really is. I don't really feel like reading that, honestly. Great, another Mystic event. How come we get 3 times as many Mystic events as any other theme? Could I also make a suggestion to make the weekend event before season reset a mission event to make it more fair for everyone and not in this week's case greatly helped Mystic players? Well, that would matter, I think, if there was like an actual like top 25 reward at the end of the season or something like that. But since it doesn't matter necessarily what place you end in, having something where you can boost people up doesn't really... Gotta work, Cap. Couldn't see how I'd ever get time for that. AF Meister, you ready for that, you ready for that Wendy, baby? Everyone who donated those Nellies to you is gonna be regretting it. Oh yeah, exactly. Mintberry Cruff makes perfect sense. If DSR is permanent, why not Mintberry? I mean, that's a fair comparison, man. I mean, it's the same energy, you're right. Why is it temporary? I mean, temporary health is kind of fucking stupid if you think about it. Just make it a shield. Just make it a shield worth 200 damage, and then when that shield gets broken, then you start doing health damage again. Like, do that instead of extra health for 10 seconds. Hound, what's up, buddy? Yeah, Glanz got Sizzler in his last pack. I did. I got level 3 Sizzler. And I just picked it too, because you know how they randomly do it? I just picked one random card and it was the right one. So another month of the stupid low-cost spam meta and MVP being unkillable by kid cards. Just play one on one side, one on the other side. Or just make that kid card be Inuit. I just hate that guy. I don't even want to read his shit. The Chomper can attack more targets, and that's stupid. It's just one trap, so it shouldn't have area of attack. The Chomper has area attack. Toolshed must be nerfed. Less hit points or slow charge time. I like the fact that you can hit multiple targets with the Chomper. It's all about placing it right. It's all about putting it between those 2 little cunty-ass visitors. Like, it's a skill gap, man. Play the card right. No nerf to Toolshed is needed. The Chomper has a small radius. Blah, 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 blah. Toolshed Chompers are the only removal in superhero. Yeah. He's the only stand that does not damage or affect all units on the battlefield. Doesn't deserve a nerf. Yep. Great, another month of Enforcer Jimmy, Gnomes, Alien, Space Warrior, Belf. I mean, he's not wrong there. But Belf did just get nerfed though, so what are you gonna do? Mintberry Crunch, remove the temporary. Oh, good, I guess. card is OP once level 4+, but this isn't the nerf I expected. This will now be a permanent boost until the boosted unit dies. What the fuck? That's kind of what I thought. Like, they're just gonna remove the health completely, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. You know, it makes them just a unit. And then I was like, this will now be permanent. And I was like, what? Irish, I was thinking the same thing, but I'm gonna use standard mini moons as a comparison. Going to SPD stats, I don't. Wow, that's too much work, man. Too much work. Sorry, buddy. Too much work you just put into this fucking game right now. I mean, you answered your own question as soon as you mentioned MBC flies and Sam walks. That makes all the difference in the world. Exactly why Human Kite is far superior to Kylo Drive. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want it. I don't care about this. Change the stats of a couple of random cards that does nothing to change the meta and call that balance? I mean, you can't necessarily say that that does nothing to change the meta. You might see some more superhero cards that could change the meta, because you'll see if one thing starts to become more popular, other people start to play something else to counter that. You know, if I'm seeing nothing but Manbear Pig, all of a sudden that DSR that wasn't in my deck 2 weeks ago is back in my deck. All of a sudden that Cock Magic that I wasn't running is back in my deck. You know, so even just one card change can kind of affect the, not the overall meta, obviously, like the overall meta won't change completely overnight with like 1 or 2 cards, but that's kind of their idea. They don't want to change the meta overnight anymore. Like they did that one time, it was a fucking nightmare. They haven't done that since. It's been slowly but surely. The meta has changed pretty good because of a certain few cards as they get buffed and stuff, but for the most part it's been pretty, I don't want to say stagnant, but it's been pretty consistent. You know, your deck isn't becoming completely worthless overnight, which is nice for the people who can't just change their deck real quick. Flyers are superior to ground units most of the time, yeah. You guys are Irish. Why would you just be talking with this guy? Why would you be doing paragraphs? Anyway, I hear what you're saying. However, Sam and Mintberry Crunch move towards the enemy at the same speed. That's not true. I'm almost positive that's not true. I'm gonna Google that. I'm like 110% sure that Mintberry Crunch is faster. Okay, Mintberry Crunch movement speed is max velocity 0.675, and Sam's is 0.675, but the time to reach max velocity is slightly different. So technically, Mintberry Crunch is faster. Technically. That's interesting. Doesn't Mintberry Crunch seem like he flies faster than Sam walks? That's really interesting to me. But yeah, but Mintberry Crunch could also target somebody in front of him and stop walking, whereas Sam has to hit somebody, right? Like Mintberry Crunch can stay behind way easier than Sam can. So while as Sam's ability is much more impactful in like a one shot because it's global, Mintberry Crunch could be sitting back behind somebody forever and be completely out of target range of anybody. Whereas Sam, no matter what Sam does, he's gonna head into danger. He's not gonna stop until he's in danger because there's a card in front of him. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what this guy's even talking about. Point for pound, Sam is a stronger unit for the same cost. I would say no, just because Manbear Crunch, when he gets power binded, he's still a useful range unit. And if Sam gets power binded, he's basically a little pussy little bitch boy common card. He's not very good. So that's situational, kind of. Even with the field of allies on both sides, Sam is a stronger unit and provides more clearing ability than the offsetting health provided by Mintberry Crunch. 10 seconds if each team edition, blah, blah, blah. I mean, they're just so different. What? What? You're comparing the damage that something can deal versus the health that it can do? Oh, that's just not... That doesn't make any sense. You don't compare... Okay, Jesus is a worse card Or you somehow compare Jesus's heal to Labard's damage, and because Labard damages more than Jesus heals, Labard's a better card? That's not how that works. That makes 0 sense. Statistically speaking, that doesn't make any sense. That's comparing apples to oranges. Health is so different than damage because health, on my side, I can heal my own health, right, with certain stuff, and on your side, you can heal damage. Right? So it can be completely different. I could be doing way more damage to you than you're doing to me, but because you have, you know, maybe BHK's healing, or maybe you have different targets taking the hit spread out more, that doesn't really matter, because you could also use the Psalm on one target and only do 200 damage. Or you could use the Mintberry Crunch and somebody could put it away and it could hit one target. So that, but you also don't think like Psalm doesn't heal too. Mintberry Crunch can get his ability off over and over and over again. It's pretty quick, man. It's pretty quick. You don't have to worry about getting. I mean, you might get power binded, but Mintberry Crunch is much less likely to get power binded than Psalm. He's much less likely to get removed. That alone makes Mintberry Crunch a better card. If you had Mintberry Crunch at level 5 and Psalm at level 5, I think you'd be singing a different tune. I think you'd be singing a different tune on which one's stronger. Now, if you just look at the card itself, sure, Psalm's stronger. He's got a higher upward potential probably, but I would argue that practically that's not true, because in every situation, Psalm is going to be in danger, whereas if you play Mintberry Crunch correctly and you play cards after him correctly, you could put Mintberry Crunch out at the first fucking second of a game, and he could be alive at the last second of a game. That is impossible for Psalm. You could not have a Psalm survive the whole game. It is just an impossibility. Who needs pie when you can have cake? Exactly. What's up, Gandhi Floss? People seem more scared of Psalm than Mintberry Crunch. Yeah, exactly. And that's their problem in some cases, because like sometimes you got to deal with that Mintberry. But another thing about Mintberry though, you can like, as the defender, I can decide where your attack goes. If I have the energy to put a cheap card in the corner, I can make your Mintberry Crunch that was about to destroy my visitors, destroy my BHK, I can make it hit a choir boy or something, and then my visitors kill your Mintberry Crunch or something, right? So Psalm is strong because it's almost unstoppable, but it's a lot longer. By the time he gets his charge, he's already in range for the mind control and stuff like that. I don't know. Comparing those two cards is silly. You just can't compare a ranged flying to a fighter. You just can't. Them being 4-cost and legendary is the only thing that's similar about them, and the only comparison that you can draw with those cards that makes any sense. Anything else is just like, oh, I'm gonna put an arbitrary amount of value to health, and I'm gonna put an arbitrary amount of value to damage, and I'm gonna say that every 100 health you deal is like, or you heal is like dealing 200 damage, blah 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 blah. It's just, what are you fucking talking about? Orange Curacao, Grand Marnier, Apple Cinnamon Moonshine. Ooh, I just like going against Mintberry. Yeah, he can be very, very hard to deal with. Psalm, we've been playing against him for so long, we all usually know how to deal with them, you know? Or we have something in our deck that will deal with them. Do a test, start MBC and Psalm on opposite sides and see who gets to midline first. I'm pretty sure, I mean, that site's pretty good. I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, Mintberry Crunch wouldn't get to midline. He would be attacking somebody probably. That's the whole idea. Like, in what situation would my Mintberry Crunch be at midline? That's kind of the idea. Psalm will get to midline eventually. I use level 5 Drow King to take out Psalm. Yeah, he's a good choice. Sometimes he bugs though and he gets fucked up. It's the worst part. But that does it for the weekly update this week. Appreciate you guys hanging out, shooting the shit. Friar Pop, shout out for all those biddies. I'll shoot you some more buckets some way. I'll figure out a way to, because technically you'd get like you'd get a lot. I don't know how to figure it out, but we'll figure something out for you. And we're comparing apples and oranges. Yeah, I know. I know you crazy motherfuckers are. We're gonna do the giveaway here, jump into that. So if you're here, make sure you stick around. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to be part of the giveaway, you have to be here live on Twitch on Mondays, as well as we do a giveaway on Thursdays and Saturdays. So make sure you follow to be a part of that.